What's going on, guys? It's the one round Ryko, and today we are here with the Beyblade X Extreme Battle Set. It is gigantic and it's hard to see, but we're gonna crack this open right now. I'm gonna show this off because Beyblade X is in the United States now. I'm excited, and this one comes with Dran Dagger or Dagger Dran or Dran whatever. I'm gonna call it Dran Dagger because I like that. This sounds better than Dagger Dran, but whatever. And then Tusk Mammoth. And the Mammoth Tusk would also sound good, but whatever. We'll get more into this stuff here in a second. But let's do this. Always carry a knife, but always practice knife safety. You don't want to harm yourself or others. And I opened it upside down, I think, or something. I don't know. Let's flip. I believe these are the Beyblades, and this is the actual instruction manual. Let's take a peek at that. And it just shows you how to build a Beyblade. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I know it can be dangerous, but come on. I get it, because you could easily lose an eye on these things, but you know. So we have the actual stadium itself, Extreme Battle Set, which is slightly smaller than the Japanese one. From what I've seen, I do plan to pick up a Japanese stadium just to have the comparison. Trying to see how I can get the plastic out of this, or plastic, the cardboard. There we go. Without hurting nothing. There we go. And this just secures on like so. And there's actual little clips that I think are in here that will lock it in place. Let's see what we got. Tilt down. Let's go into here. We got our clips. So let's do these first. I want to make sure this is secured on there. I guess before I do that, for anyone who may be new to Beyblade X or who's curious, this is the new stadium. Like I said, it's slightly smaller than the Japanese release from Takara Tomy, but from what I've seen, it performs just fine. These are the new gimmick. The Beyblades have ratchets that grab onto the teeth of the stadium here, and they form an X dash. So they'll come down like this and go blam really hard. It's pretty cool. And then, of course, we have the pockets up here for a KO, and then all the way in the back, this big pocket back here, that is the extreme zone. So if you get knocked out over there, which is really hard, basically has to be done with an extreme dash, that will give you the most points. Am I stupid? Am I dumb? What? Oh, so it's on there like this for safety, but that's not how it actually secures. It goes like this. Okay. Aha. But yes, I'll show you on the side of the box here. Here's the instructions on how to win. If you outspin your opponent or you get the survivor finish, 1 point. Knock them into the pocket, it's 2 points. If you burst them, it's 2 points. And then if you get the extreme finish, you knock them out of the big pocket. It's hard to hit, and there's only one of it. You get 3 points. And in the Beyblade burst style of things, 4 points means you win, as far as I know. And these are the other clips, I think. So let's see what's what. I'm trying to see how they clip in. Is it just like? Let me check the instructions. Maybe the instructions say. Yeah. Okay. So they're all the same. They all just, you gotta squeeze them in, I believe. There you go, like that. Didn't look like it fit that way, but it do. Okay. And let's get some there and there. That's pretty easy to get out of there. So that is our stadium all put together. And then they also give us, these are the little poo-poo baby launchers they give us. These are not good from what I've seen. If this is all you got, it'll work, but they're kind of like the little cheap rip ones you got from Metal Fight. Like almost exactly, it's just not super powerful, but they work. You know, they do the job if you don't have one. But thankfully, I have a string launcher over here I need to open, as well as I picked up a winder launcher recently as well. So I probably won't be using these. This is for friends to come over and want to play. But let's get into the fun part, because this is going to be the first Beyblade I've actually opened and put together from Beyblade X. Drawn Dagger, or Dagger Drawn, whatever you want to call it. And he is Drawn Dagger 460R. So what that means is this is the ratchet. I think I was getting confused. Because the bits, I thought the bits were called the ratchets. Am I? I don't know. I don't think I know. No, I'm right. The bit is the bit. This is the ratchet. So what it means by 460 is that the height is 60 millimeters, I think what it is. That's the numbers they use. And then 4 is because it has 4 points of contact. And this just also is a QR code. If you want to scan that, go ahead. You can add that to the Beyblade X app that you can download from anywhere. So you ratchet it in like that. You can take the bit, and this bit's another part of the reason why I'm excited to have this set, because this is the Rush bit, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, R, so Rush. This is one of the best bits that we have in Hasbro right now, and just one of the better bits in general. And you put this in, and you twist it real tight, and there you go. You have Drawn Sword, or Drawn Dagger. That's super cool. I love the metal. I love the style of these bays as well. I'm so happy they're going with a kind of a celebration of all of the Beyblade series. They look and kind of fit together like the OG series. They have the metal wheel, like the Metal Fight bays, which people were missing and loved from that season, was severely lacking in Burst. And they retain the Burst aspect, which I hated on the Burst stuff way too much. But the Burst finish, with how they've done it now up until this point, it's not bad. I thought they exploded every time. It was always like, oh, you have to, it's going to burst, boo-hoo, whine and complain, old man yells at clouds. No, it's actually very exciting. It doesn't happen every single time, but when it does, especially in Beyblade X from what I've seen, is very, very exciting. And they have their own gimmick of, catching the gears and going big fast, which I like. That's very cool. Now let's get to our second Beyblade here. This one is Tusk Mammoth 360T. I believe it's paper is what its tip is, correct? I'm looking at it like it says in the box. One of my issues with Hasbro is they only give like the letter of the bit. They don't say what it is. So this is paper, but it doesn't say that. And so it's a little annoying, especially if you don't know. Like this just says R, but it's Rush. But let's get him on here. Of course, if you want to scan that QR code and add it to your stuff, you can. Go ahead. I forget which one's. I think this is based off of Viper Tail, is what it is. This is a Hasbro exclusive Beyblade, and I think it's based off of Viper Tail. If I remember correctly, it's Viper Tail or Shinobi, whatever. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's based off of Viper Tail, though. I have a Viper Tail I can compare it to later, but this is taper. It's a pretty good bit from what I've heard. It's pretty solid. And then the 360T, so this is the same height as drawn daggers, but it has only 3 points of contact. Kind of go with the blades here, whereas this one has 4 to kind of match the more jagged edge of this one. So that's pretty cool. Overall, this is probably the best pickup if you want to get into it, especially from the start. I have heard, unfortunately, that Mr. Mammoth over here is not the best Beyblade. He's kind of mid, but hey, you get a really solid Beyblade stock with a good tip, and you get the stadium. Like I said, it is a bit smaller than Hasbro, but you know what? It's not that big a deal. Or the Hasbro one is smaller, but we're gonna rise up and we're gonna do a handful of battles just to finish out this video, so you guys can see that. I'll do more proper stuff in my 1 minute Bay battles if you keep track of that in my shorts and other videos I come up with. But I decided to do this kind of quick just to open it up for you guys. I don't do many like straight up unboxings on screen anymore. So I decided, hey, let's do this. Let's do a couple battles. Let's see if we can get the 4 and see who wins between Tusk Mammoth and Drawn Dagger. Alright, let's get to it. I'm going to get both bays ready to go. Let's try some battles. 3, 2, 1, rip. Rip. Some crazy clashes right off the bat. And Drawn Dagger takes the first win, so that's 1 point. Alright. Let's get these ready for round 2. Actually, these are interesting to secure on. All right. 3, 2, 1. Rip. There you can see the Xtreme dashes going off. And it's going to be Tusk Mammoth with a win, so we're even at 1-1. We got to get to 4. Who's going to do it? 3, 2, 1. Rip. Rip. Ooh, big Xtreme dash. I think Drawn Dagger has this one. Who will outspin who? It's real close. And it is Drawn Dagger to make the score 2-1. Alright. I want to see if we can get a burst finish or we can get a knockout or something. I'm excited to see one of those. I want to see the Xtreme finish, honestly. 3, 2, 1. Rip. Rip. Big clashes, and that makes Drawn Dagger 3-1. So let's see if Drawn Dagger wins overall in this first Beyblade X battle unboxing goodness, good stuff. Alright, so the score is 3-1 Drawn Dagger. Let's see if Drawn takes it all. 3, 2, 1. Rip. Rip. And with an Xtreme KO to the knockout pocket, your winner of today's video is Drawn Dagger. I'm having a lot of fun with these Beyblades already, so I can't wait to do more videos for you guys soon. So if you like what you see, leave a like down below. Subscribe for more content like this. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Figure reviews, and Beyblades. I've been the one, Round Ryko. We'll see you guys next time.